Welcome back to the Dealing Seconds podcast. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Chris.
And I'm Danny.
Very flamboyant there.
Cardistry.
Well, we're back again, guys. I know it's not a long wait like from last one. We're sorry about that. We're trying to make this a little bit more of a regular thing. Maybe once every 2 weeks. We're figuring out the scheduling. That's our biggest thing right now.
Bi-weekly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But on this episode, we have more of a little bit of a "we told you so" episode kind of thing. I think something we've been saying for months, maybe. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, we've been saying it for probably a year.
You know, you won't get it from the title of the episode because I'm just going to post "we told you so" in quotes. But we kind of told you so as a community.
Yeah.
Whether you listen to us or not, but hey, that's on your decision. But I think we all saw the writing on the wall on this one. And Dan, what do you think we're talking about?
I think we're talking about oversaturation, especially by certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And with some of those and at least one of those admitting it.
Yes. In a way, we'll get into that in a minute. We'll definitely will.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to recap, guys, what we've been saying for almost like 3, 4, maybe 5 months now, we've been saying almost like the beginning of the year, actually, we've been saying that the market has been, this community has been oversaturated with product, has been oversaturated with so many decks. We need a timeout. We need to like scale back. You need to be like, hold up, let us miss you a little bit. Let us really like say, hey, you were here, now you're gone. Let's get back together. You know, we missed you. We had a little bit of time apart. We need to time again with you.
Hey, how you doing? Actually, this is a bad idea. Hi, Orbit. Nice to meet you. It's been over a year since your last main version. We miss you. Now we're ready. Yes, you've supplemented that with variations like the Tally-Ho, the Grid 5. I mean the Orbit deck here, the green one. But something like that. Go away for just like the main editions. We don't need them every 3 months. OPC. So anyway.
No, but honestly,
OPC,
I think you are 100% right. It's like between OPC, I'm going to name them OPC, Fontaine, and who else was
Dan and Dave.
Oh yeah, Dan and Dave every freaking month throwing out another deck, and then having variations of decks, and having the Smoke and Mirrors having 8 or 9 variations of that deck. It's like, dude, it's just a freaking recolor. Enough is enough. You're trying to milk the cow for all it's worth.
And then they throw in like a dealer's grip in there every now and then, and just kind of keep it fresh.
Yeah, every month, almost feels
which those ones I don't mind, but it's like dude, recolor every month, like.
No, it's enough. Enough is enough.
Who are you, Fontaine?
And even Fontaine's oversaturation is like, dude, enough.
Way oversaturated.
Way,
and he's the one that admitted it.
He did admit it, but he also, for me, it was it was almost like a blank, no thought apology, in my opinion. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I made so much money. I know I oversaturated the market, but hey, here's another deck out with anyone. Like what the fuck? Like, dude, you created the problem, but then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I made a problem. I'm not going to do that. But guess what? I put out another deck with anyone.
Yeah, and then the
was
missing deck,
missing?
Right?
Excuse me, not anyone. Missing. I'm sorry.
Missing.
Sorry, guys. I'm not a freaking hardcore.
Which
Fontaine fan.
that collab made total sense.
Yes,
like it should have been done a while ago.
Yes, but at the same time, that should have been a separate thing that was not connected to the apology.
Right. Yeah, he should have waited. Probably waited a little bit because I know that deck was a Carter Street Con deck.
Yes, so I would have done the apology sooner, and then towards Carter Street Con, then release the new deck collab. But it's just like you try to. It's almost like saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, but," and then the but negates everything.
Yeah, but then like all his decks started showing up on wholesale, like from Murphy's Magic, and
because you can't get rid of them.
Stuff's always been on Art of Play, but and then he comes out months later to say why, like acknowledge it. Like everybody's kind of delayed. And
let's be honest. All your one of like 100 ultra rare decks, bullshit. We know it's like one of 1,000, and you're sitting on it. And you're sitting on it and you're not making money. You don't have all these young kids that living off mommy and daddy's money trying to get an extra $25 for a deck of cards, where the parents are like, why the fuck am I spending money on a deck of cards? Like, you try to milk the cow so many times, and then the cow's finally like, hey, we're done with you.
So here, like, I pulled up his statement on here on Graham, as the kids say. I'm sure, right? Is that what you would say? At the end of last year, sales started to slow down, and he had to do a bunch of pre-orders and wholesales to make ends meet. So that's why he was doing the pre-orders. He wasn't doing them to pre-order per se. He was doing them to get money now instead of waiting for the decks to come out months later.
And we all knew something was up. Like, we all said the same thing. Like, why are pre-orders getting fulfilled faster than Kickstarter? And why are these coming out before this? It's like there was way too much shit, and we called it. We called it way early on. But again,
yeah,
you had the fanatics.
And then he said right here, and he says it right here, what we've been saying for over a year. Back-to-back Fontaine releases led to fatigue and burnout from both the customers and me.
Oh, I'm sorry, you made so much money that you were burnt out.
Yeah.
There comes a time where, like, saying, okay, I get mental depression, I get you get burnt out, because I mean, us as adults, we burn out because of jobs, like our work. Like, granted, being a content creator is burnout because you always have to figure out new content, have to figure out new fresh things and ideas. I completely get that. But try doing 2 jobs back to back, sleeping on 3 hours a day, doing that for 8+ years, and then we'll talk about burnout, because it's a completely different thing. Mental, I get it. I'm not bashing mental fatigue. I'm not bashing mental problems or all the burnout that way. But there is our nowadays version of burnout and how we grew up version of burnout. And it's like if you're burning out over cards.
Well, I think his problem, and we can all point to it, started with the futures. Okay, the futures was a great idea. There was only 6. There were 6 that you can get out of those blind packs, and every deck except for the 500 one were great designs. Were different. Like the windows where you can see through the back of and it was reversed. Like the parrot was my favorite because that teal was awesome. Like, all those decks were cool, but then he realized, people like opening blind packs, which, where the hell have you been?
Yeah.
All right. And then he dove into it too much.
Yeah. Way too much.
What did he do next?
But then he did. But I mean, he even
Fever Dreams.
I mean,
then the Nickelodeons,
yes.
right? The Nickelodeon blind packs and the Fever Dreams, and then the 5,000s or whatever.
But the problem is the problem that he did, I think personally, especially with the 5,000s, is that he stuck with the same designer for all the decks. And whereas, like, let's say with the futures, it was completely different designs. They did not look as if they were in the same genre. They were completely different from each other.
Yeah.
This one, the 5,000s, all look the same, and it's just like, enough, like.
And there were so many of them.
Yeah.
So many.
And honestly, I think the reason why he also did the pre-release, because he needs to make ends meet, because he put all his money, because we all know, like we've said, the 1 of 100 is a 1 of 1,000. So he had to put up that money in the first place. So now he's sitting on all these other decks, and I bet you we all know this is going to happen. Hey, guess what? We had an overrun. We're selling these for cheaper now. And guess what? All the diehard Fontaine fans are going to be like, "Oh my God, there are more decks. Let's get them." Dude, we all knew they were there. Just because they're not in a sealable 5,000 pack doesn't mean they're different. It's the same goddamn deck printed at the same time.
Deck. Yep.
There's nothing different. It just wasn't in the freaking 5,000 bag. That's it. But guys, we've been saying this for forever. We've been saying this for forever, and we've been saying that this community has been oversaturated. We've been saying that the big time creators have been monopolizing this community. They've been trying to, like, feed off of it for so much. The big names need to, get a little swift kick in the ass kind of thing. Like Fulton. Like, seriously, who gives a shit about him anymore? I don't care. Dan and Dave, do you? You guys have been doing it for 10+ years. God bless you, like the OGs. Cool. But you guys are not God.
I think my only problem with them is the smoke and mirrors. Really, I really do. I think that's about the only thing that just drives me nuts.
They're
You know?
the ones I did like that they did was the, you know, that plaid checkerboard pattern they did.
Yeah.
That one looked really cool. That was like borderless. That was super cool. A lot of their decks are okay. You know, they're like, to me, they feel like a Theory 11 deck. Maybe they should price them lower if they could, more like
Yeah.
a Theory 11 deck. But
That's why I mean that's why I just I my art of play and Dan and Dave buying is now pretty much just for Christmas mystery packs. That's it. You know,
but now
I
let's
don't buy
but
any
let's
of
be-
their stuff during the year.
But let's be honest. Are they going to price the mystery packs higher now? Or are they going to bring
Probably.
Yeah, and then we all know everybody's gonna want them, but then at the end of the day, it's like, why spend the money with Dan and Dave? You know what decks you're gonna get. Like, there's a fair chance you already know which decks are in the packs. The overruns of shit that they can't sell.
Yeah, and that's why I don't buy them throughout the year.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
fine. If you would
Yeah.
give me a discount, if you'd be like, hey, $12 for a mystery deck.
I mean, I think they were what? They were 15 last year.
Yeah.
The year before that. So if you stay 15, great.
Yeah,
I
if you-
expect 18.
Yeah,
I'm expecting right
18.
now, $18. Yeah.
Well, 100%.
But I
if-
mean,
you never know.
that's why I don't buy them like throughout the year. And you know, I have pretty decent luck by not getting more than 2 of the same deck, which I call a win. Even if it's deck I don't even want, I know what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the smoke and mirrors, no thanks, man. And then all the gilded smoke and mirrors. It's kind of like that. What's that company with the that makes the Avenger decks?
Tier 11.
No, not those ones. The other ones.
Oh,
They're
Card
doing
Mafia? Card Mafia?
Yeah, right, bro.
Enough. Okay, the original tuck they did when they did the first tuck with the thing that opens up.
Yeah,
That was super damn cool when they first introduced
Yes, it was.
the Iron Man one. Was so damn super cool. But now you're doing it for every single Avenger,
every single one.
and I'm like, the stuff.
You know the thing. You know the thing is funny. Who have you ever seen talk about the cards?
None.
None.
Well, there are people, but these are also the younger kids that try to look cool, that have like over, try to have like 10,000 followers on like TikTok or something, and they try to look super cool and be
It's a
flashy
total,
with things.
it's
Completely
a total
different thing.
TikTok fucking product, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
It
We all know.
totally is.
We all know it is. We all know it is. But
I mean, let's be honest. That Iron Man one, I got the first one. I opened up and saw the cards that are crap. So I'm like,
Oh.
nope, I'm not doing this anymore.
yeah, cards. I remember seeing the cards and I was like, this
Yeah.
is fucking crap. I'm like, why?
Cool,
Just-
cool thing to have on display, but other than
Cool
that,
concept.
no thanks.
Cool concept. Cool deck box concept. But cards sucked. And it's like the fad is over. I think it's enough is enough.
They can kind of calm down on that.
Yeah. Another person that really bothers the shit out of me. I've been saying it forever now. For prices, not for cards, but for the price. Fulton, I can't stand. He blocked me. We already established this. He blocked
Yeah.
me. I don't give a shit about him anymore. I never did. And come at me, all you Fulton lovers. I don't give a shit. Seriously, I'll say what I try to say on Carter Street Tyler's podcast. I'm gonna say it right here. Fuck Fulton. That's what I said. Basically, I don't give a shit. I don't care. But another person I should say that I like the cards, but I think the price is too damn high is Third Way. Geo has a beautiful aesthetic. I think his cards are freaking gorgeous. I like him a lot. The problem I have is that he charges on his website way too much money. It's like, why am I spending this kind of money on your decks? I think some of them are like $20, $30. Some of them even.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. Other podcasts do this shit.
You're multitasking.
Yeah.
Shit, you're doing something most guys can't do, which is multitask.
La 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 la. Jose Altuve hits for the cycle. I hate that fucking guy. All right. I'm waiting for it to load up. But yes, high prices. Yes.
Extremely high. And I mean, granted, yes, he went from Kickstarter. He's going to pre-orders now. Great. I like the idea that he can now afford to do it himself. But still, these prices are so damn high.
You know what's interesting about that? Hold on.
Make sure it's
Here we
on.
go.
Make sure it's on USD and not Euro.
$199,000.
$199. The comma is a period.
Oh, okay.
You gotta remember, in Europe they do commas for dollars and cents, not periods. And make sure, like I said, make sure it's set on USD and not EU.
Dude, his website takes forever to load, by the way.
Yeah, it does.
like, holy crap! Like I'm about to just move on from this topic from him.
You could.
Yeah, I'm done. All right,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, website takes too long. Fix
Yeah.
that.
It's
With your
fine.
high priced decks, you should be able to have a better running website.
Yeah, better server.
Yeah.
Way better
Oh,
server.
and what I was going to say, interesting about moving from Kickstarters to pre-orders was on a Facebook group. I know, Facebook. Um, there was a big discussion about that going on, so I kind of just chimed in a little bit. And Omar from
Gentlemen, wake.
Gentleman Wake chimed in about because he was doing pre-orders, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, the reason I like Kickstarters over pre-orders is I can reach more people.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I don't think anybody commented after that, or no, I did. I think I said I would love to discuss this more with you, and then that was it. I didn't hear anything from him.
I would say that's bullshit. I mean, okay, he has
I don't know.
He does have a slight argument for it because you have people that are probably never in the car community that'll search something and his thing comes up and people will see it. Granted.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're also such a big name in the community and you have so many followers that anybody that shares your thing gets blown out to so many people.
So I search playing cards on Google right now. Now it probably knows my algorithm or whatever, but the top 3: Bicycle, Art of Play, playingcards.com.
Yeah.
And then let's see, you go down, Wikipedia doesn't count. And then here's some pick. Oh, 311 comes up naturally. All right. There's Avenger cards being on IGN.com. Yeah. Miscellaneous goods, Illusionist, and then all your bicycle pictures up the yin yang. So,
But yeah, it's more like
311's Rolling Stone. I'm interested in that. Well, I'll get it maybe one day if it shows up at Target.
it's Henry has it.
Oh, yes, dude. I stay away from his site because I'm going to end up buying stuff I don't want.
I haven't bought from him in forever.
Yeah, I feel
It's
bad.
been a long time.
But
I feel bad. I feel bad, but at the same time, like I have other hobbies and I have other things to spend money on. I need bills to pay.
Yep,
You know,
exactly.
adult problems,
Yep, which is okay.
which is fine. All good.
You know. So, but yeah, I would like to dive more into him on his thoughts on it. And not to criticize. I just want to know where he's coming from and why he thinks that or why that is, or I'm sure it's easier to market on Kickstarter because it's a built-in fucking platform already to new people anyway.
Oh, of course, that's what I'm saying. It's you could find people that probably just do a keyword search on Kickstarter, look up something that maybe he's doing a deck on, and they will find his cards just naturally, which is great. I think that's
because
cool.
his campaigns always do well, so his campaigns are going
top.
to show up at the top of the list. Yeah.
Because they're going to be overfunded.
Always.
They're going to be high percentage. All of a sudden, Kickstarter's algorithms like, oh, you're searching this, you might enjoy this that's already funded over 100%.
And that has $500,000 backing. You might be interested in this one. Some people are finding it very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, geez, we know that. We know this is going to happen. But it's like, these big names are, like I said, as I said at the top of this podcast, we told you so. And I'm looking straight at the camera. We told you so. We knew it was going to happen. We knew someone's going to come out and say, hey, I oversaturated the market. We all know Fulton will never say that because he's too egotistical of a maniac that he will ever say, oh, no, I'm the best. No, fuck you. I mean,
He likes to draw on tut cases and sell them for $100.
yeah, on the shitter while he's taking a shit. I mean,
Him and anyone.
Again, I don't understand. There's certain decks I don't get. I don't get the fad about them. But hey, it's each. At the end of the day, art is subjective to the person. Art is subjective to, what a personal thing is, what a person likes. So, I will not knock that. But I'm gonna knock this one. We all know Fulton's shit sucks. It really does. I don't give a shit. It really sucks.
So now, I've been starting to think about this guy.
Now the question is who's
might be getting a little
shit on.
maybe making a little too much. Maybe needs to slow down a little bit or come up with better excuses for doing the things he's doing.
Now the question is who's that? Schneider.
While he doesn't pump out a ton, there are times that I feel like it's
I think he goes in
What's
spurts.
the right way to say it?
He goes in spurts. He'll do like 5 decks back to back in like a month span each, and then he'll stop.
Yeah.
And then he'll do like 3 back to back to back, and then stop.
Like with the let me pull it up. Sorry.
And the funny thing is, this is coming from a man who's also a Black Roses fan.
Big time. I have every single one he's ever made. Even the elusive prototype of the Polyantha. There's only like 10 of them in existence, and I have one. All right, hold on. Because I did just buy these, so I just did buy something crazy, right? Because I don't buy that much anymore, or right now. It's the black vintage casinos.
Yes, off his Patreon.
Which is, yeah, but they're supposed to be Patreons, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Can anybody go buy them right now?
I think so.
Yeah. Then what the fuck's the point of them being on Patreon?
Because you get them earlier.
But they're supposed to be just like the
Exclusives.
the exclusive collector's edition. That shit was on his website a week after it was on Patreon. Like, what is the point?
That's the one thing about like things like that I can't stand. Like if it's a Patreon exclusive,
Like if
leave
you have
it.
if you have exactly. Now if you have overruns, then okay maybe, but you better sell them double or triple the price that the Patreon's got them on.
Well, I would actually be like, yeah, double or triple the price from Patreons, or be like, hey, limit it to like, let's say 2 per Patreon, whatever the case is, right? Because he probably has like 100 or 200 Patrons, whatever the case may be. Let's say he has 100 Patrons. Each of them want 2 decks, right? He limits it to 2. You have 200 decks gone. If it's USPCC, we all know they're 1,000 print run. So you have 800 decks left. Now you can be like, hey guys, I have some extras to Patreon. I have some extras. I'm opening up the amount to however many you want, you know, or maybe even do a slight discounted rate. Like you're still making money, but you do a slight discounted rate. Now, let's say out of that 800 left, now you're down to like 300 left because you have so many bought bricks and things like that because it probably was a favorite design. So now you have like 300 decks left. That's when you put it out to the masses at like double, triple the price of what you put it on Patreon originally.
Right. I don't know. I feel like something.
Or make it more exclusive. Go to NPC. Only make exactly the amount for patrons.
He's doing these with WJPC, I think. That's kind of where he's been going to lately.
Because they have lower minimums.
But here's the crazy part. Those Patreon those casinos are 18. 18.
And WJPC?
Dude. Yeah. Okay, so incorrect. You cannot buy them right now unless you're a Patreon and have the password. So hopefully he keeps that locked until he sells them out.
He should. Honestly, he should.
And he didn't put a limit on them either for Patreons. You can buy however many you want, but 18, dude.
That's a lot.
$18. All right. Now where's the other?
For WJPC deck, that's a lot. I mean, WJPC is like what, maybe like 12, like $14.
These the hollows 18s I see because they're hollow. Like I get it, right?
Yeah.
But like 18 for just standard.
That's kind of weird.
I know things are more pricey right now, but still, dude.
That's.
But like God, where'd it go, dude? Where the hell did it fucking go? Hold on.
It's
because he also released the gilded ones. There's black gilded ones for these. Those were 36.
See, if this is all done,
right? Dude, I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
If this is all done through WJPC, I think it's a little bit too much.
No, I lied. It was 28.
Okay, makes more sense now.
For a gilded.
That makes more sense because I was going to say like 25, 26 for a gilded by WJPC, not 36, 38.
Right.
But that makes more sense.
So
Under 30.
So $10 more. So I'm okay with the 28, but the 18 should be at least
15.
16 maybe.
Yeah, 15,
16, 15 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but look, I get a free brown remedy. I don't like the remedies. I can't do it. I can't do it with Susan Sausage. I just can't.
I've given up on that. I've given up on that one.
Yeah.
I've given up. I just don't care. That's another person that I'm actually not that upset to see him go and not be in the community as much. I'm not that bad. Not that upset about that one.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, look, he's great at what he does. Like,
100%.
But I don't care for him.
I'm not taking, honestly, whoever's listening to this, if you're listening, watching, whatever the case is, When it comes to Daniel Madison, I do not take away his skill, his dedication to the craft. I do not knock that at all
No.
because he is extremely talented.
Probably one of
And
the best. Yeah.
he is extremely talented. But when it comes to business, when it comes to him being a personality wise, I think it's just too much. It's overdone, and he's not a business person. So that part I don't respect about him, but his craft I do respect 100%.
Yes.
Because he's honestly, I learned a lot of slights from him. Even though I still can't do them, I'm trying to learn. But still,
You know, and the one quote I heard from him years ago was, "If you're shuffling a deck, you're always in control of at least one card. Like always be in control of something
makes sense.
when you're shuffling because it'll just helps with your practice.
Yeah,
So I always try to control one card. I fail at it, but I try because I
same,
don't.
same.
I
But like
find myself just riffle shuffling most of the time, and then
Yup.
like, woo,
So
woo, you know.
good little quick segue. Deck check time. We haven't done one of those in forever.
We didn't do one last week. What the fuck?
We
man?
had Darren on. I mean, honestly, you know what's funny? I actually went through my collection, and I was just cleaning up some stuff, and what I realized it was hidden at the bottom of one of my drawers. I had
The
signed,
Royal Regime.
and you know what's funny? It's in the DS1, and it's still sealed, not opened. You could see the cello.
Yeah,
It's
I like that deck. That handles really well.
yeah, but you know what's funny? Right underneath this one, which is
Fresh
a good,
cuts?
which was a good. I don't have fresh cuts.
Noodles.
I don't know, which is a good place for this.
Okay.
To be under this, this was under it. But not just any
Nice.
of them. The
Gilded.
gilded, and also your signed one. So,
All gildeds are signed.
oh, I didn't know. But okay, I have a gilded one. But it was under Darren. So, Darren, if you listen to this, Dan was under you.
Jesus.
So,
All right. Well,
D-
I'll
Dexter.
go since you guys have already seen it. I'm using the Innocence Hollow Edition from Black Roses. Really like the
interior tuck foiling.
really good sturdy box too. Cards are good. The hollow's not overdone. You can't see it through the front, which is great. Which is something most companies don't care to do. And the best ace of spades ever.
Just because there's a
Okay.
butt on it.
No, I mean look at that. So nice.
It's very well done. And as for me, I am actually now using these guys.
Oh, the LE edition of the Matrix, dude. I'm so mad I only ordered one of each.
See, funny enough, I learned that from you. Always order two. So I had two of them, so I opened one. So I was
Yeah,
like,
see, I was dumb. Thought I had two of the normal tuck and one of the special tuck, and I accidentally only ordered
Okay,
one of each
there's a special tuck.
of the original,
Yes.
of the normal deck.
Yep,
Yes,
it's
I have plenty of those.
Yeah. 15, number 13 of 200. This is basically the regular deck in a different tuck.
Right.
And then,
Well, he did that with the LEs too. There's two different tucks for the limited edition.
well, I only got these.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
oh,
I got
well.
one of each.
Oh, well. But I
Which
opened it.
kicks me off because of that right there. Because they always his limited editions always fan so well.
Those are the
like,
faces.
You know,
Yep. Love those. Because
Like,
I love the two-way.
just-
I love the two-way design of
and
this.
and and it it's great. The arrows are all two way, right? But the LEs are one way.
One way.
And what does he do on the one way matrix deck? The LE is a two way. Like, get out of here, bro. That's great.
That's
So,
why I love these. Because I was using
I'm
these.
hoping I'm hoping he has some extras, and I already told my guy I don't even need the tuck. Like,
See, because right before while we were talking our little I call our pre-show talk that we were talking about, I was actually I was actually using these guys, the desert
Cactus.
the desert design playing cards by Cactus Playing Cards. Yeah,
not these, but here are some of the cactuses if you care, people.
yep. You're missing one. You're missing the original one, and there's also a black one that he did that was way too expensive.
Was
So-
that black on the faces also?
No, I just think the Midnight Design called. I think. I don't know how I feel about these now in person. I think I was telling you and John about these earlier on our little chat.
Yeah.
I think he missed the mark on these. I think he slightly missed the mark on these, but that's just me. I think Jared is a great guy. I think a small time creator trying to do something for himself. I will support always, but I just think out of the ones that he's created, this is my least favorite so far.
I do like the shift of going to NPC, just because he couldn't
See,
keep
he
up.
did NPC with the one previous. These were actually done by WJPC. So
Yeah,
more,
I like that shift. That, like, you know what, I
but,
can't really get a full funded campaign because of pricing and stuff.
but you know what's
Shift
funny?
gears, I like that.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about this? As compared to yours, like when I opened these, because I know from your deck, if I have it, give me 1 second. Yep. Okay, with your deck, and I still have a lot sealed. Yours has the Made in China seal.
Yes.
These did not.
Yeah, that was a screw up on their part, leaving that on. I could have paid Henry to take them all off, but I didn't want to put them through it.
Yeah. Oh well. That's what I was like.
You
I
know?
was like, oh. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know how I feel about these. They're nice. I like
Yeah.
them, but I just don't.
I wouldn't mind doing another one of these though. Maybe that color. Go NPC or that color,
That would be cool.
or do or pull a Jackson and do and have like all the red cards are this one, the black cards are the blue ones. Do half and half, just to really fuck with people.
And then do those as the faces, because that way you have to figure out the number by looking at the actual figuring out the whole system.
Hey, I think the marketing system Darren came up with this is pretty cool.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but instead of doing the numbers and the faces here, do all this to Scantron and make people feel like, okay, we know this is black,
shit.
this is red, but now you have to figure out, okay, which is which, because it's all Scantrons.
I mean, really, the original idea was to have the Scantron show through
That
and
would
have
cool.
it be 9 and have the Scantron make all these, but it was ugly as. It was really bad.
But yeah, that would be cool.
Anyway, there you go. Little tip there, because I yesterday on Instagram I showed my first mock-up of sophomore year, which was ugly as hell.
That was funny. That was funny as hell. But
I was going for, like, when you open a Trapper Keeper, there's that pocket with the holes. That's what that.
God, that was so ugly.
It was.
Thank God you didn't go that route.
But I love saving all like your outlines. Like, you go back and you're like, what? You should see the. I didn't want to post the original idea for the tuck case because it was even worse. So,
But it's good to actually reminisce and see where you progressed.
yeah, exactly.
But getting back to the topic, sorry for the tangent, guys. This is what we do here on the podcast. If you've never heard us before, this is how we roll. We just go on tangents all the time. And last week's we could have actually went longer with Darren, but we all knew he was getting tired. He had to be up super early in the morning, and we probably could have gone like another hour or two with Darren easily. But getting back to the topic of "we told you so," I'm just gonna keep saying that. We told you so.
Is it funny that I got an email from Art of Play while we were talking about him?
Big Brother's watching and
He
listening.
must be bored.
Oh, 100%. 100%. They're always listening.
Anyway, so told you so.
Yes. But yeah, I think now it's time for like everybody needs to like calm down. We're getting to about to be holiday season. Hopefully, no more decks will be coming out soon. Let Theory 11, let Art of Play do their thing. They're always gonna put stuff out, whatever.
Yep.
We always know, but
Yeah, so around this time of years we get to it, we got the Theory 11's wheel spin, and then some crazy box will be released of some sorts, right? Why don't you just release the Avenger box with all the rest of the colors and just finish that, please? It's really annoying that you're taking forever.
so they want, when we're saying milk a cow, how many ways can you milk a cow? This is one of them.
Really slowly.
Yes.
Really slowly.
Yes.
Like don't go too fast, but like at this point, just release the box with the rest of them. It's
Don't
gonna
go
be
too
Infinity Gauntlet box. You know what I mean?
Don't go too fast. That's what she said.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think my opinion with Zach and Fontaine, go away for 6 months minimum.
I want to see the next Fontaine deck be announced and come out in January.
Exactly. Go away for maybe 5, 6 months. Go away.
Yep.
Don't. You can
And you know what deck I want to see?
Which one?
A solid colored back. I want him to go back to the old way and come back out in like January. Just that's it.
Now, but it's gonna be Zach now. He's gonna do hollow. He's gonna do
Nope.
metallic.
I think you need to go back to basics.
And what color though would you like to see? We all know you like
I'd
your
have
green.
to see their whole palette. So I'd have to see what he's already done.
All you have to do is go to a paint store. There's the palette.
Right. So maybe
Now, do you do just pastels? Do you do neon colors?
I think you do a solid color. You go back to where he came from just one deck. Then he can go off and do whatever.
Back to where he came from. He did YouTube. He should go back to doing Magic then.
So he should do a white and red deck then.
He did do
How about a white, an all white deck with just a red border and the red F outlined?
Didn't he do that?
I have no idea. I'm not a Fontaine guy.
Oh,
Who was the guy on Instagram that has all that shit? Can't remember his name. God, he had the whole
yeah.
palette.
I know. I remember at one point.
What's his name?
Oh my God. Card collector.
I have no idea. No, it ain't. No. I don't know, dude. I give up already.
Yeah, but it's just way too many.
Because he would
Solomon.
try to predict. No, he has the whole collection. I don't know if he has it still anymore. Let's see if he has no, not that one. That's his dude. I am terrible at doing this live. Okay, here we go. False anchors. His wedding deck was pretty cool. Speaking of Solomon, did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he made a deck for his wedding.
I mean, of course he would.
Let's see. Yep, here. I think that's most of the collection. At least all the solid colors. He did. Yeah, I think he did do the outline. You're right. Then you know what? I don't see a. Nope. Dude, I don't know. Hey, knock that shit off. Animals. Anyway, like some kind of solid color. I think just something simple.
But again, like we've been saying, don't do it for like another 5-6 months.
Yeah,
just stay
January
away.
at the earliest.
Just stay away. Stay away. Don't. You could post on Instagram. You can post on social media. Do your thing, but don't announce a new deck for a while. I mean, you know who else was doing that, and then finally realized, oh, maybe we should not release as many decks. OPC.
OPC overplayed the community.
Or as I like
Did
to
you
call.
get that? Did you get that?
That was a good one.
Okay,
Or as I'm calling him now.
Lego
Cam.
Man?
No, Cam, the Amish person.
Who loves Legos? Which
Yes.
is great.
Honestly, he looks more and more Amish by the day. It's hilarious.
That's what marriage does to you. You know, you've done it once, right?
Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
but not now.
Right. That's why you're happy. Look how happy you are.
I have a girlfriend.
You're not married.
True, not
There's a
married.
difference.
True, not married.
There's a
But-
huge difference.
But I am very happy.
So yeah, but because you're not married.
And as
She asleep?
No, she's literally staring at me right now. She hears mine because with these things,
Right.
And then the funny thing is, we're leaving all this into the podcast. By the way,
Like, what the fuck?
that's her. I don't know if you
What'd
heard
she
her.
say? I didn't hear her.
She said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
That's her. She's literally like maybe 6 feet away from me where my bed is because my bed's right there. Because of course, hello, I live in a studio apartment in New York, so my bed's right there. And she's like, "What the fuck?" Because she hears just me, so
you. Yeah.
she has no idea the context of what we're talking about. It's hilarious. I love this. And then she's gonna watch this and be like, "What the fuck?" I can already tell her face, the whole scrunch face and everything. You know how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. As she's giving me right now. She's like,
Yeah. Yeah. That look. Yeah. We all know it.
"We all know that look."
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, I think the community needs a freaking downtime. We need to like stop
Mhm.
with so much shit. Stop with the foiling, stop with the hollow, stop with the gilding. Don't go crazy. Be inventive, be new, do like what exactly like what our last guest Darren did with the whole um custom case carrot case, doing the
Yes.
whole thing. Like come up with things like that to interest the community, to ignite the community again. Trying to rip off the same thing over and over and over again gets played out. Enough is
It does.
enough. Enough
Yeah.
is enough. Like, you know, granted, we tried with our crafters. We tried to bring the community back to the basics, trying to like really show off what we should do. Yeah. I mean, I thought our concept was great. I thought we had an awesome deck that we could have really showed the community what we wanted to do. But again, maybe we were just too early, or maybe it wasn't just our time. But I think
Yeah.
it's time to like get back to that whole basic time where simple decks, not that expensive. You know, soon the prices should come down, hopefully, with paper and everything. So we'll never know.
Around November 2024.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But until then, I think you know, big names, guys, stay away for a while. Don't let us miss you. Let us want to see a new deck from you. Let us, you know,
Or just randomly follow up one of your decks with just something like this. You know, something nice and simple, but with a very elegant looking thing, and it wasn't that expensive.
yeah,
You know, to go along with. I got this today in the mail. So, you know, like I like that. You know, it's just simple. I don't need. We didn't need like 50 gambling frogs this year, and we only got 2. So thank you.
yeah. Things like that. Just, but again, stay away, guys. The big guys, stay away. King's Wild. Granted, Jackson's doing his weekly things. He's doing the thing on Instagram and everything like that. He puts it out there, but he's not producing a deck. Great. Stay away. He's done the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers with Kickstarter. That's
Yeah.
different. But under his like strictly King's Wild project, I mean, he came out with the cherry pies on Kickstarter. But before that, what was the last one?
Well, see, the thing is, he has his subscriptions every month, but you don't hear about him because he's got his own thing going on,
Yeah,
right? So he comes out with a deck every year or every month or 2, but he doesn't need to promote him because he doesn't have to,
exactly.
right? He's got his own niche,
Yeah,
right? And then the masses like us, when we're interested now, like the Lord of the Rings, oh yay, you know, and obviously he's spacing those out, which is smart,
yeah,
right? The pies, I think that's just more interest. Like, what kind of interest does he have in these? Because those have been going on for a while, and he's just not
yeah.
sure. I kind of get that. But yeah, I kind of while he is a big 3, he's kind of his own
Own little
thing,
niche.
you know, because like we don't
I get it.
we don't see 80% of the stuff he puts out because he doesn't need to promote it anymore,
No, he's so big he doesn't have to.
right?
You know, Art of Play. The only time you hear Art of Play is like the end
Smoke
of the
and
year,
mirrors.
and then the end of the year. That's the only time you really think about Art of Play.
Right.
Nobody really goes to them.
You need to calm the fuck down.
By the way, he's talking about his dog, not his kids, right now.
Or Art of Play.
That too. That too.
They're one.
No, like all these big guys need to calm the fuck down. Enough stuff.
Whoa. Focus. There we go. Yeah, I agree. And, you know, just chill. Let
Yeah.
some of these either let the community take a break or, you know, support people coming out with new Kickstarters.
Yeah.
The Beyond Playing Cards has one starting
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, but it's going to already be live by the time you see this video.
Yeah, it'll be on Kickstarter. There will be a link in the description because I won't be getting this
Right.
up in time, but there will be the link in the description below for
Yeah.
for
And
Beyond.
as of this podcast, Darren's, let's just call it 100 away. 9 days, he'll hit it. I'm sure.
Fingers crossed.
You know. But Kickstarter's a rough place right now for
It
a
is.
lot of people.
It is
So-
because like we said again, you know, this is how we circle back. This is how we go 360 on this one. We circle back. We told you so.
Yes, we did.
We're not mind readers, but we can read.
But we're not illusionists. We're not telling you playing cards are dead.
No, we're not. Playing cards are not dead because the community is
They're
not
just
dead.
an AA right now. because you did it too much. You drank too much.
You drank too much of the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, the Fontaine,
Get
the
it? Because I
Fontaines,
used the okay. Thanks.
Fontaine, and the purple one because that was a Kool-Aid color. See,
Yeah,
See? Works well.
it's one of the few Fontaines I have.
Yeah, I have a few, but I don't know where they are. I think they're in a box somewhere in my
Yep.
closet
Yep.
that I just don't give a shit
Yep.
about. I really don't.
Yep.
But on that note, guys, we told you so. Let's get the community alive again, guys. Who are if you are a big creator, which I doubt any of the big creators will ever listen to us, but I don't give a shit. Stay away for a little bit. Let us miss you. Don't keep like shoving.
I told you so.
Dan, I'm about to say something, and I know you're. I'm about to say something, and I know what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. If you could focus,
But
I was like, the big three. Don't shove those decks down our throat so much. What the hell? I was waiting for. I was waiting for
it's
your.
not. I'm too into the why I'm not focused. There we go. Watch, it'll focus now. There we go. I'm back.
Damn.
Told you so.
The moment's gone.
Yeah, sorry. That's what she said.
Womp 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 womp. Yeah. But on that note, just remember one thing also. Goonies never say die.
Yeah. Baseball is dead.
On that note, guys, we'll check out the next one. Peace.